Hey, welcome back to my channel. My name is Debbie. I'm the She in Sheality TV. But first things first, I primarily talk about reality TV goings on this channel, but I recently started a new channel that is mostly social and lifestyle commentary, and that channel is called Brain Candy. I'll leave the link to that channel in the description box for this video below. Now let's get back to reality. Okay, so on Love After Lockup, there's a bunch of things that happen, actually. It was actually a really interesting show, and this episode is I believe is the 2-hour season finale, because it was 2 hours, right? So I'm assuming it's the season finale. Anyway, let's talk about Anissa and Jeff first. In this episode, Jeff and Anissa get into it. Like, he's noticed that Anissa is being really quiet. Her mood has changed. She's not really talking to him. She's not initiating conversation because she's chapped about the fact that he has a kid that he hasn't told her about. He told Kyle, right? And Kyle told her. So she finally comes clean and tells him why she's so pissed at him. And he gets mad at Kyle. Kyle comes over with his girlfriend. And Jeff runs out, starts calling Kyle all kinds of names. And apparently they have security on the property, I guess, from the production. But Jeff goes after Kyle. Kyle is also an ex-con, so neither one of them can get into it. Jeff goes and attacks Kyle, sort of. They kind of get into, you know how basketball players fight? The whole, they get into one of those. And nobody gets hurt or anything like that, but he's calling Kyle all these names, and there's not a whole lot else that happens with those two. He gets pissed at Kyle, and that's pretty much it. But when Anissa goes shopping with a friend, Jeff, because he doesn't know what's going on with her mood, he goes snooping for something, right? He assumes that she's got something going on with Kyle. So he goes snooping through her wardrobe. She goes snooping through her closets, her dresser drawers, and he finds a phone, right? He finds her other phone. He goes through the phone. Why should I have this thing on a password? I don't know. But, let me back up a second. He tries to use the laptop that she said he could use, and she's changed the password, okay? So he can't get into the laptop. That, along with her mood, is making him suspicious that something is going on. So he goes fishing through all of her stuff and finds the phone in her dresser drawer underneath all her clothes. Opens up the phone and finds in her photo album like a whole bunch of like lingerie shots and stuff like that. He finds a whole bunch of names of other guys. So of course he's like feeling like she's cheating on him now, right? It's like, dude, you ain't the only player in the game. Why is it okay for him to do it, but not for her? So anyways, he confronts her about it finally. She comes back from shopping, and he confronts her about it. And she says, well, when they were split, like 2 times he was supposed to show up when he got out of jail, and he didn't. So she started talking to other people. And I guess he figures that makes sense, right? I mean, I guess it makes sense. But why she wouldn't, I don't know. I just feel like the phone was on and charged, right? And I don't know how long he's been in her house. So if that was the case, if that was all from the past, like, when they were split up, why was the phone still charged? Like he said, it was on and charged. So yeah, they have that discussion. That's it for Jeff and Anissa. Let's move on to Daonte and Nicolle. He catches her with the ex because she spent the night with the ex, Tia, who is now in real life her wife, but she spent the night with Tia and she posted all over social media, right? So she posted on her Instagram, her live or whatever, and of course Daonte sees it, okay? I don't know how he didn't suspect anything. Like, I'm sorry, like, dude, Daonte, I know you watch these because I've seen you in my comments. I have seen you in my comments, and you need to listen to Derek. I think we need to start a fan club for Derek, guys, because really, I am like low-key crushing on Derek, because this dude, he's about as straight up as they come, and still you didn't listen to your friend. So I don't know. I don't know. I feel like if Nicolle and Tia get divorced and she comes back to him, he'll take her back. He'll take her back. He did, however, dispose of Nicolle Jr. He put her in an actual coffin-shaped box, put her into it, put it in the water, and lit the thing on fire and pushed it out into the lake. So hopefully it's gone for good. I mean, it's gone for good. You could always buy a new one, but yeah, I don't know. They're done because she chose Tia over him. But like I said, I feel like if she came back, if her and Tia had a problem and they actually split, he would take her back. I feel like without a shadow of a doubt, he would take her back. Unless he was involved with someone else. And I feel like even if he was involved with someone else, he would still cheat on that person with Nicolle. That's just my opinion. But yeah, they're done. Nicolle Jr. out to sea in a flaming coffin. And that's pretty much all that happened with them. Let's talk about Lisa and Stan. Okay, so Stan is buying Lisa a car. He's going over his I guess his stock dividends and stuff to see where he can pull money from. I'm sorry, this guy can say he's a millionaire. He's not a millionaire. He's just not a millionaire. Who goes over their dividends and stuff to see if they can afford to buy a $13,000 car? No, he's not a millionaire. So Lisa's family comes over, her brother and I don't know, some woman that I think is her godmother, or it's not her mom, but someone that, you know, plays the mother role, I think. Correct me if I'm wrong, but that's what I got from it. So as their scene starts, Lisa's in like one of Stan's bedrooms that has like a whole bunch of baseball cards and stuff up on the wall, and she's like actually pricing these things out, right? I feel like Stan's gonna come home one day and she and all of his baseball shit are gonna be gone, right? Everything, she's gonna clear out that room. Everything's gonna be gone. She's gonna take everything that she can carry or load into that car that he buys her, and she's gonna be gone. I think his friend is right. His friend says that like, you know, not only is she out of prison free, but he's about to buy her a car, which will give her real freedom, which means that she can do and go anywhere she wants. And I think that anywhere she wants is going to be away from Stan. Once she's gotten her hands on whatever she can of his money or all them valuable baseball cards, because she's looking up the value of the cards, each card, online, right? So her family comes over, and her brother says, you know, she told me that you threw her stuff out in the street, and, you know, I wasn't happy about that. That needs to not happen again. And her brother, like the rest of her family, has been to prison before as well. And I don't know, if I were Stan's dumb. Really, Stan's dumb. But you know what? I'm a huge fan of personal responsibility. And I don't care, I don't care what Lisa does, right? Anything she takes, anything she gets from Stan, good on her, right? It's his job to, dude, have some personal responsibility. If you don't want to get ripped off, don't bring someone into the house who would probably rip you off, right? I don't know, personal responsibility. Some people are so quick to like open the door to their bank account and then be surprised when they get ripped off. I don't get it. Stan needs to exert some personal responsibility. Just like Daonte, just like Rachel. Actually, Rachel, yeah, she is well aware of what she did, and I'll get to her in a second. She's well aware of what she does. Stan, yeah, I feel like if he gets ripped off, he's still gonna blame Lisa. But anyway, her family, you know, they come over, they have some snacks, and her brother vaguely threatens Stan, and that's pretty much all that happens for them, right? How he would buy someone a car who does not have a license is beyond me. Because without a license, she can't even buy a car. So by buying a car for someone who doesn't have a license, that's some kind of illegal, no? Anyway, I've seen that happen on Judge Judy before, and Judge Judy is like, yeah, I can't help you. You got to come to court with clean hands. If you bought a car for someone who had no license, and that person ran off with the car, I can't help you, right? I've seen this on Judge Judy before. Anyways, Stan, take note. Anyways, let's talk about Rachel and Doug. Rachel found out that Doug was cheating on her, okay? Someone emailed her, or someone messaged her, and told her that Doug was over at her house with some other woman, and Doug tried to say that it was his friend's side piece, but you know, Rachel's not buying it. He has left the house, and they're done. But Rachel is surprisingly aware of the fact that she let this happen. Surprisingly aware. I like Rachel, and when I started watching the show, I remember thinking, why is this woman, she's 35 and she's an engineer, why is she with this dude? Like, why? I feel like it's either a case of really, really low-hanging fruit, or she's just really tired of the typical dating process, right? Who knows? But she did say on the show that she is never, never going to date another convict, which is something. I did see on Instagram that Dougie Jr. has moved in with Rachel. So, something good comes out of it, I guess. Let's talk about Brittany and Ray. Okay. I'm sorry, you guys. True or not, it's just my opinion, just my feeling, I still get a predator vibe from Brittany and Ray. I do. And not that Ray is a predator to Brittany, but Brittany is a predator to Ray. I still get this. And it got worse with this episode, right? Because remember when he got out of the halfway house, she was there to pick him up, and then Granny whips around in her pickup and she's there too. Granny getting the same feeling I'm getting, right? Brittany introduces Ray to her dad and her sister because mom still doesn't want anything to do with them. And dad seems to be kind of warming up to him. He's still kind of got his guard up, but whatever. And the sister says, you know what? It is what it is. I need to get to know you better because the last one was nice too. And he turned out to be a demon. But after the family meets Ray, Brittany and Ray go for lunch. And she's talking about, when are we getting married? I want to start having kids. I want to have a family. And I feel like, yeah, this Brittany and Ray thing is all about Brittany. I think Ray needs to run. Ray needs to bounce. Granny needs to get in there and drag him out by his ear, because this woman, like this guy just got out of prison. And she's already talking about how she wants to be engaged and married within a year so that she can have kids. He's like 2-3 years, and she's like, no, she's thinking more like a year. Yeah, this just feels dirty to me. It feels hella dirty to me. It just does. It feels like her snagging Ray was all about her just grabbing a warm body and some sperm for herself, right? To quiet this stomping clock that she's got in her system. That's how it feels to me. And that's all I've got for the Love After Lockup 2-hour, I believe it was the season finale because it was 2 hours. So yeah, that's it. Don't forget to come visit me over on Brain Candy, and I'll see you next time. Peace.